EK Reelspicy. Back at it again with more clips. Don't forget to subscribe and bang on that like button. Now let's get into it.
I am seriously going to address what is happening to men. Like that, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be smart. It's not a cut. It is genuine. It's genuine curiosity. I'm genuinely curious as to what is happening with men right now. Like, I'm genuinely, honestly, that's a real question that I'm asking. What is happening with men right now? What is this shift that I'm seeing? And I've been seeing it for a while, but that particular post, it really brought to light kind of some research that I've been doing for a while. That post really brought to light that research that I've been doing, where we are seeing a shift in men in our society today. And it is making my heart hurt. It is making me incredibly sad. It is making me feel very anxious. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be totally real in this live. When I read through those comments, I wanted to throw my phone across the room. I wanted to take a break from social media again. Like I said, I have to do that every month or two because something on social media is so disturbing to my soul. I have to just leave it. I have to leave it alone. But I was like, okay, I guess it's time for another social media break. That's the first thing I thought. And it even made me question, this is how dark a place I went into just from that one post, just from the comments under that one post. This is how dark a place it put me in. I said, you know what? Do I even need to do this anymore? Maybe I need to stop doing this. Maybe I need to go away. Maybe I need to, I don't know, buy a farm in North Carolina and, I just need to raise some animals and, do my practice. And yeah, I don't even need to do this. It had me questioning my whole life. I kid y'all not. I was literally questioning my entire online existence from this one post and the comments in this post. What is happening to men? Men that are on this live this morning, please tell me what is happening. What's going on with you? And again, I'm not being funny. I genuinely want to understand what's happening inside of you right now. What is happening inside of you that you are, I don't even know how to put it to words. Where is the anger coming from? Where is the vitriol coming from? Where is the disrespect coming from? Where is the lack of gentlemanly behavior? Where is the crass, rude? Where is this coming from? Genuinely. Help me to make it make sense why you are so angry and bitter and crass. What is happening inside of you? And I'm not being funny. Y'all, my chest is hurting. I'm not being funny right now. My chest is hurting inside from just that brief exchange reading those comments this morning. Yeah, I just don't understand how we got here. How did we get here? How did we get here? It seems like most men only want sex ever, not anything else from a woman. Wow. Those comments are evidence of the effects of pornography, of OnlyFans, of what I call this trash, classless female rap. So I blame the women. Okay, let's get it straight. I'm not blaming the men. Before the men come in here and say that I'm blaming you, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I believe y'all are victim to some of the crass female rappers, some of the, the pornography industry, the OnlyFans industry. I believe we've all fallen prey to it. We've all.
Now, see, this is what a lot of people go and do. They like to go and blame entertainment and blame music and movies. And listen, I mean, if we're all adults, I think people pick and choose what they're influenced by. Because I've listened to all kind of rap, trap, gangster rap. I'm telling you, I listen to all of it. From back in the days to Bone Thugs to NWA, all the way to stuff now. They've been talking about this type of stuff for a minute. It's been violence. It's been all kind of crazy street type of ways. There's entertainment. There's things that are fictional, and you could put it in its place. That's what maturity does. You look at what that is, and you say that that's music. That's just what it is. That's just like a time capsule. There's a time and place, and we as adults should know that and know how to place a priority with that. So we got to dig deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not necessarily just criticizing her. I'm talking about just in general. A lot of times that's just the easy way out, to blame entertainment.
Pray to the nonsense. Female rappers, some of the pornography industry, the OnlyFans industry. I believe we've all fallen prey to it. We've all fallen prey to the nonsense. So the female rappers, the male rappers, like all the music is trash. I think it's a host of things. This is not blaming men, okay? But what I am going to do, this is a call to action, that please, men, please fight it. Fight the culture. Fight the demonic things out here in the world that want to take you out. Please fight hard. Please, if ever you need to be strong, the time is now. Do not let the devil get you out of your masculine power. Do not let him cheat you of your wife. Do not let him cheat you out of your children, out of your kingdom. Do not, because that is exactly what is happening. If you fall prey to this foolishness, if you give in, if you let this poison get into your mind, get into your heart, it's over. It's over. And that's what men don't understand. It's over for us. It's over for us. Women have no one to look to. We have no one to protect us. We have no one to lead us. If you all fall, we all fall. If you let this sickness, this poison get into your heart, where you only see a woman for her sex, you only see, you don't even see the woman attached to the vagina. You disrespect another human being, a whole human being, because it's female. We're done for. We're done for. Once the devil takes our men out, once he removes our protection, once he removes a man's, stoic sensibility, we're done. We're done. And the same goes for women. Once our women fall prey to this nonsense out here in the world, once they give up their divine assignment to be someone's wife and to be someone's mother, we're done. We are done. We're done. It's over. It's over.
It's been like this, right? I mean, again, you hear a lot of women saying, well, what's happening with men? But what happened to this, say, 10 years ago? I mean, it was a good run of men ain't shit. And this is why. This is what, again, I don't condone just hating women just for hate women. I mean, that's ridiculous, right? I mean, that's again, that doesn't do anything. That's not what I'm trying to promote. There's plenty of quality women out here. We just talked about the things that we have a opinion against more so on this channel, and we're just trying to point and put a microscope on certain different things that women don't want to be held accountable to. Don't take it as this is just a channel trying to galvanize men to hate women. And that's usually what women go to, right? Oh, you must hate women. That's not what we're trying to do. What we're doing is we're talking about talking points. There's plenty of women that agree with what I'm saying and what I disagree with. It's all these little different talking points. There's a lot of women that disagree with those other women that are perpetuating that are pushing that agenda, right? And I want that to be seen, not only for the women to see that, but for the men to see that, because there's a, I understand there's a lot of frustration from men, but there are good women out here. But what we talk about, I think what a lot of men are trying to get across is what standards that we have and what we want in a relationship, because that's been crystal clear from a lot of women, right? What they want, what their expectations are, what's a real man and all this type of stuff. That's been crystal clear. Now men are making that clear. It's hurting your chest because it sounds raw now. Guys are tired of telling you in a soft way. If women want to make everything a la carte and make everything transactional, then that's what guys are going to do. Say, look, you know what? I don't really need a woman, or I'll get a friend if I really want a companion. I'll get a friend, and then I'll get a lover. I'll just chop everything up, compartmentalize everything. Instead of just getting all in one and having a wife and we stay committed, I'll get a girl for this, I get a girl for that, I get a girl for that. But let's get into what she was saying, right? She says, sexual neediness in a man is the most easily identifiable symptom of a man who isn't conscious. She goes on to say, you'll recognize a conscious man by the fact that he is completely at ease in his connection to the feminine and has no agenda underlying his energy, because he's led by his purpose, not his penis. And then she says, a man who is sexually needy or pushes for sex has yet to find his connection to purpose. And a woman who uses rules to guide her sexual intimacy choices has yet to fully tap into and trust her intuition. A conscious man is tuned into a woman's feelings and can comfortably gauge her mood and know when she's open. A woman guided by intuition will know if his intentions are to connect more deeply or satisfy an urge. She goes on to say, dear men, move past your adolescent fantasies. Evolve beyond your teenage hope to grow. Show up with class and masculine presence, and you'll find that your woman has things to offer you've never dreamed were possible, and a desire for you that never ends. Now, I will say this is a good topic, man, and I'm surely gonna ruffle some feathers right here. But I actually agree with some of this. In a sense, hear me out. Now, I will say it's always crazy when I hear some women talk about men and act like they're way more mature. Well, many are walking around here delusional and often like to blend fantasy with reality. But I totally suggest men to practice sexual discipline and self-control, really, if it's just for their own benefit. I think it enables you to make the best decision with a clear mind, without lust to cloud your judgment. And really, this is how many of the OnlyFans and cam girls and strippers, scammers, finessers, all can manipulate men to get what they want. They can tease, they can seduce and manipulate men to provide for them without much in return other than access to sex. While many women will chant men are too thirsty and all of that, I mean, how would they truly get men to do what they wanted when that's all part of the persuasion in the first place? And as men, of course, we're very visual as far as our attraction to women. And sometimes I pursued women just based off their looks, then got to know them and went from there. After a while, after the post-nut clarity, so to speak, I realized that I was only attracted to some of their physical attributes. After a short while, I realized some of the women's personality, their mindset, their way of life just didn't fit. And it got to the point, so I wouldn't waste my time or lead women on, that I just adjusted my filtering process. So I willfully turned down sex just to get to know the woman. I waited as long as a month or 2 weeks or whatever. Waited until I knew the vibe was mutual. She wanted it just as much as I wanted it, and I got a sense of who she was a bit more than just jumping right into it. We enjoyed each other's company without it to establish a real friendship first, get a real connection, and it worked out to a long-term relationship that benefited us both. Now, my intentions were to find someone in a relationship when I made that adjustment, so I wouldn't be in these streets banging random women. You know what I'm saying? It was really dialing in on what I wanted. But during that time of being willing to wait, what some folks may be surprised about is a good percentage preferred for me to make a move earlier. Some women may have been turned on more just because I made them wait a little bit more. Some women probably wondered if I was gay, you know what I'm saying? Or they probably was surprised, shocked, or even felt I wasn't attracted to them because I didn't make a move in that way right away. I truly wanted to get to know them. And again, I didn't want sex to cloud my judgment one way or the other. The difference though was that I didn't spend much money or spend much effort monetarily like that, you know what I'm saying, other than getting to know them. There was no dinner, no lunch, no clubs, no super exciting activities. It was more chill mode stuff like playing pool, walking the beach, going to dope look-off points, and literally just talking for hours. You know what I'm saying? Talking about our intentions, family, friends, passions, and all of that. And that lasted for weeks. Now, what's not being said here in a lot of these types of conversations is that women love sex just as much as men. I don't give a damn. I've seen it way too much to know that women love sex just as much as men. Okay? Let me repeat that. Women who actually like you love sex just as much as you do as a man. However, women have just tried to use it as leverage to get what they want. And of course, many women are hyper-focused on getting to that soft life and get to that bag. And because of this, men are painted as the only one looking for sex, when that's not true at all. I think the problem for many men, especially since men don't really need all that much from women, is what should men expect to get from women during the dating phase? That's the real question, right? Especially when women have all these lists of what men should do. What should women do in the dating phase? If men are expected to pursue, carry the conversation, pay for the meal, pay for the date, make her laugh, make all the right moves, while she sits back and plays it safe, the only thing invested is time for them, it seems. While we're at it, why don't women do the same thing and stop expecting boyfriend and husband duties from a man in the dating phase? Don't look for a man to care about your bills, how much you behind on your bills, how much you in debt, how you struggling, how little Timmy needs to go to daycare, how you need to go to a 5-star restaurant for dinner with silverware instead of plastic, how you need to be put on the pedestal and courted from jump, made to feel super special, just to get to know the man. How about you stop doing that? If you want men to back off what they want, then women need to do the same. Doesn't matter how much it's spent on a date, it's really just catching the vibe and getting to know each other. And really, I'm gonna go ahead and add this. It's not really easy to peg and get a true read on many of these women and who they really are. Many of these women are chameleons who are just trying to appear much better or suitable than they are. They don't tell you how many kids they got. They don't tell you how much debt they have. They don't even tell you a lot of times how old they are. You know what I mean? Until you get to really see their ID or something. So let's not act like, just because you stop having sex with women that they're going to just all of a sudden be transparent on who they really are. I mean, they got to keep it real too, right? And lastly, ladies, just because you want a relationship does not make you more mature. I keep saying this. But sex is natural and a part of life. Like anything in moderation, is perfectly healthy and mature. That's a significant part of a relationship. There's no getting around that. I hear women asking this. What's happening to men right now? How do we get here? And it's amazing that many of these women are tired of the conversation, saying these types of topics are toxic and create division. But where were these thoughts when you were talking about scrubs on the passenger side of a ride? There was no care in the world. None. Now that men are expressing their preferences and raising their standards, or what they will deal with in a relationship, now is a problem. Let's just keep it a buck. Aside from the internet trolls and the whole nine, men are voicing their opinions on podcasts and basically anywhere with a microphone, mainly because what men wanted in relationships have fell on deaf ears to women, and men have simply had enough. All the feminism, the sign language, the guilt trips, the negative disposition towards men, and all of that, it's basically made a soft delivery out the window for many guys. They're just out to tell it how it is, and also have this discussion amongst men to raise the standards when it comes to dealing with women. Many women have pointed to the past and how men used to be, not recognizing that everything affects everything, and the days of just taking women as they are, while they have a gazillion expectations for men, are ending. But hey, man, that's my thoughts on it for now. Let me know what y'all think, man. Hit me in them comments. We out.